Hey guys, okay, so number 9 says, make a table showing the coordinates of 4 points located on line A. What is the equation for line A? Well, B, or 10, says, make a table showing the coordinates of 4 points located on line B. What is the equation for line B? Well, right here, I have line A. Anytime I'm going to be comparing things, I always want to make sure that I use a highlighter or a marker or a crayon or something to represent those lines so that I don't get confused. So I know, and I'm going to do line B down there, and then I'm going to do a purple. I'm going to highlight line A for purple, or purple for line A, sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at these coordinates. I'm going to look at this. First off, I want to look, and I'm going to look at as much information as I can find. Well, first off, I want to know what my y-intercept is. And when I have y equals mx plus b, my b is my y-intercept, which is what y is when x equals 0. So, I want to look at, I have 2 points right here where x is 0. What does that tell me? What does this point right here tell me? When x is 0, what does that mean y is? Well, y right here, let's darken this a little bit. When x is 0, y is 1, 2, 3. So my y-intercept for this is 3, because that's where y is when x is 0. So if I'm looking at this graph, or this chart, or whatever you want to call it, on my green line, on my B line, when x is 0, y is positive 1. So I know that my y-intercept is positive 1. Well, let's look at these lines. This one is starting on the bottom left and is going up to the top right. This one is starting on the top left and is going down to the bottom right. Well, if I look at this, my x is going up. I'm stepping, 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 as my y is going up. So this is my x, my difference in y, which is a positive, over my difference in x's, which is a positive. So I know that my slope is positive. And now just curiosity killed the cat. What would my slope of this one be? If this one is positive, I'm going down and over, down and over, down. So my x's keep going to the right, but my y's are going down. So if I have a negative y and a positive x, what is my slope going to be? When you figure it out, write it down on the bottom. So, make a table showing the coordinates of 4 points located on line A. Well, I know that this x is 0 and that this y is 3, because that's what y is when x is 0. So, my first coordinate is 0, 3. Now, what is my slope? Well, let's see. What's my next coordinate? Let's go all the way up here. Let's go every 2. Let's go down every 2 or up every 2. So this one, my x is actually negative 4. And my y, I go down 1, is negative 1. So anytime I move to the right or to the left of my 0, 0, that is my x. Anytime I move up or down, that is my y. So this is telling me that I moved left, which is the negative, so I moved left 1, 2, 3, 4, and I went down 1. Well, this one right here, I go left 1, 2, so I'm still in the negative. Negative 2, but I'm above that x-axis. So I'm negative 2 because I'm to the left of my y-axis, and I'm positive 1. which is 1 above my x-axis. But these lines, my horizontal lines represent y. Because every time I go up or down, I'm moving on my y line. Okay, and now we're going to do this one, which is, my x is going to go over 2, 1, 2, so that's a 2, and my y is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so make a table. Okay, basically, I would accept that as a table because all you're doing is x and y, negative 4, negative 1, negative 2, 1, 0, 3, 2, 5. Okay. The only thing I'm missing to find my equation is my slope. I know it's a positive number, so I know there's not a negative, but I don't know what number it is yet. So let's go from negative 1 to 1 is how many? 2. From 1 to 3 is how many? 2. And from 3 to 5 is how many? 2. Okay, well let's do this one. From negative 4 to negative 2, I'm going up 2, or moving closer to 0 by 2. This one is 2, and this difference is 2. So my difference in y's, which is 2, so I have 5 minus 3, which is 2, so my difference in y's over my difference in x's. My slope equals 1. So now I know that y equals 1x plus my slope, or my y-intercept. I know that this is all going to be positive numbers because my slope is going up from the bottom left to the top right. However, my B line is going from the top left to the bottom right, so one of those numbers is going to be negative. You have to figure out which one. Give me a chart, I would find that line, that coordinate, and either that one or that one. It's entirely up to you. You find your coordinates, you graph it out, and you tell me what the y-intercept, if it's a positive or negative slope, and what your slope is.